Are you with me here? What is divorce you cannot get? I'm done. There are even cakes now. I did, and I'm what? It feels so easy for divorce to take place. I was talking nonsense when you got married newly. Me and my wife talking rubbish, talking nonsense from two sides of my mouth. What did I know? At that time I was watching African Magic. When I talk about the fact that constantly watching African Magic will make your life magical, I'm not joking. It's talking rubbish, nonsense. I mean, and I kept telling her that this thing does not affect me. It was affecting me. One of the days I didn't know how we got into a heated conversation. Now, if you've never had a heated conversation, I give God praise for you. But had a heated conversation, I guess what I said? I said we'll go for a divorce. She looked at me, where is this coming from? Do you know that when two papers have been glued together, by the time you separate them, there will be wounds. The two papers cannot go back to how they used to be before. That's what happened. It's worse off when people are divorced. The scars remain with them for a long time. Remains with them for a long time. So this our precious lady now is trying to find her identity. She's trying to find herself. Are you following what I'm saying here? It is whatever anybody chooses to tell her. Guess what? Are you following me here? Yeah. Thank you. God bless you. Let's clap for them. Sometimes those children suffer gross neglect. You know what I mean? Gross neglect. Some of us, the gross neglect is so bad. That. Now, I need to say this now. We must be able to separate wickedness from weakness. In other words, if I'm your hype man, go favor, baby, go favor. He said, I'm looking for a man that could always hype me. And then I have my weakness is that I snore very terribly. You have to choose your battles wisely. Are you following me here? You have made peace that the snoring hype man is my husband. That's weakness. But there is wickedness. For example, you are going to put to bed. I say, please go. I'll come and meet you after 4 days. Or you are sick and I forget about you in that condition of sickness. Almost the point of death. Are you following what I'm saying here? But I'm your husband. You are calling people to help you and people are saying, where's your husband? That one is not weakness. That one is what? And listen to me. With how funny what I'm saying now is, there are many people, there are many men. And guess what? Can I even be more real with you? Never. Book of Experience chapter 4 verse 3 tells us, never you advise a girl that is in love with a fool. Jesus Christ. Should I repeat myself? Did you get what I said? Experience chapter 5 verse 3. Never you advise a girl that is in love with what? Say, can you imagine that, pastor? I'm about to leave that church. I'm leaving the church. I'm leaving. I'm done with that church. He told me to leave you. Can you imagine, baby? Leave you. Imagine he told you to leave you. Leave you. Our love will never die. Are you following me here? They will write things about you, say things about you, say that church. That man doesn't know God. That man doesn't know God. Tomorrow you come and preach to broken people. That man is damaged. He asked me to leave the love of my life. Are you following me? Can you imagine? I should leave my love. Are you following me? He told me everything. All the things I told him about us. Baby, can you believe? He said that these are the red flags. Baby, what is red flag when I have you? When I have you, all I see is green. All I see is green. I see is green. That's why they're not married in that church. I've checked that church. I thought our marriage would be the first marriage this year. They're not married in that church. They're not married because that pastor is destroying people's relationship. He's scattering. He's putting stone inside people's relationship. After like 5-7 years later on, you now come back. If you knew what? I said, never you advise And can I shock you? 70% of these people that are in love with fools are Christian girls. Yes, can you mention your own? I don't know what's wrong with those guys. Don't mind them. You know, don't do that. Don't put your future in that place. Put your future in that place. The next frame that stems these issues, these family issues, is when you come from families that are emotionally chaotic. Emotionally chaotic is that a little problem in the house, you hear the father say, "Come on." So the children know that once they hear that word, "Come on," are you with me here? War. You see the child's face is going phew, phew, because blows are going to be exchanged. Are you here? Daddy, I told mommy, told daddy. There's going to be a hot exchange for like 10-15 minutes. You here? If they will not be blow, it will start from curse words. So this child now believes it, because this is scripting. The child's brain is a tabula rasa. Okay, so I'm saying here. So it's a blank script. So the child now believes that they're going to settle something. Has to be what? So if you now try to say, "Can we talk?" Say, don't you dare raise your voice, because something about that thing you just said, are you following here, reminds that girl. Are you following what I'm saying here? Yeah. I get now, mom. Now that I can ask you, mommy, because they are seeing these things. They are raising that emotionally. So love for her is until you slap her. Are you following what I'm saying here? Yeah. Because she saw how they finished and they made out, and that you say, "Mommy, I love you." Mommy, woo-hoo. They are back again. So the girl believes that this is how love must be. Yeah. If you don't beat me, if you don't hit me, are you following what I'm saying here? If you don't abuse me. Some of you know that when you stay close to your friend, because of the environment you came from, the home you came from, when they say that you have caused them, you said in your mind, like, this is nothing compared to what I went through. Are you hearing me? I heard. If I give you the words from where I came from, you would think about your life. That emotionally chaotic environment, it will raise damaged children that are damaged. And like that precious lady said, the first place it will affect is that it will affect your relationship with your Heavenly Father. Because in the New Testament, what God wants to be labeled as is what? Father. So once you mess up with God, guess the first thing? You're going to go hard on yourself. It'll be hard to forgive yourself. It'll be hard to know that God has forgiven you. Are you from here? Because very sadly, that thing that you had with your father, that thing you had with your mother, has mirrored a lot of things for you. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. Are you learning, sir? Are you learning at all? Is it blessing you? Let's talk about the role that fathers play. Fathers. I love you, Lord, for your mercies never fail me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my hands, I will sing of the goodness of God. I need to add this, that when that chaotic relationship continues for a long time, it creates little or no expectations in your life over who you're going to marry. Have you ever been in a place that there has been no light? NEPA has not been giving light consistently, and then you woke up and found out that there was light for 3 weeks. You will go to NEPA office and say, "Please, can you people turn this thing off before you take light for 2 years?" Are you with me here? Because you are not used to this kind of. Guess what I'm saying here? How can NEPA give light for 2 weeks consistently? Something is going on. Either the person that is working on that thing has slept. Are you feeling, or something's wrong? You are not used to it. So you go to a place and a guy opens the door for you. You say, "No, close it. Close it. I'll open it myself." Because something is saying, "No." Are you following me here? Open the door and come out. And when you come out, slam the door, kick itself. Are you following me here? You don't Meanwhile, I need to say this now. Some of you that are good with wearing tight jeans, this is your word. You're not allowing blood to flow well in your body. Tight jeans. You are the one. See, when you start having breathing issues, now you create them. Tight jeans, and I'm talking now not just tight jeans. Some of you like wearing tight clothes. The tighter the clothes. Are you following me here? It has to show your hips. Are you following me here? It has. What else does it have to show? Anything that can make you your curve. Oh, your curves. Your curves. They've got to see your curves. Anything that can make you struggle for life, that's what you want to wear. Okay. I just hope as you're laughing, you're learning. So when people are kind to you, you doubt it. People are kind to you, you doubt it. You hear people say, somebody came and showed me a text message like 2 years ago in the office. Guess what? The girl was breaking up with him, Havana, and he said to him, "My too good to be true love." That was the name that she called him. And this guy is just an average normal guy. You feel what I'm saying here? Because of the pictures. So how did he let my too good to be true what? Can't believe it. Don't believe I deserve this kind of person. And some of you have used those things and you've driven away good people from your life. They've managed, they've done 2, are you feeling me? 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. He said, no. They have tried. We're the ones that were being abused in that relationship. Yeah. Let's talk about who a father is. Are you getting blessed at all? Father, for many of us, what we don't realize, father is the one that brings provision. Is that correct? Now, I must establish that mothers, women generally are supposed to have a covering over them. A woman was not designed to pay bills. A woman was not designed. In fact, I need to say this. Here. Men understand things in respect to bills. Men understand things in respect to experience. So this house is boring. This house is boring. This house is not boring. That this house is boring does not mean you should bring Santa Claus to the house. This house is boring means that we should go to somewhere and just chill. In my head, I'm not hearing go to somewhere and chill. I'm hearing how much. Who gets what I'm trying to say here? Yes. How much are we using to go out? So now you start talking. I'm not answering you. It's not that I didn't hear what you said. My head is, I check my account balance. It is not enough for us to go or to make the house sweet. Because what you want is the experience. That, babe, it was so nice. You know, all the while you are doing this, I'm calculating. I hope you will not. Guess what? The most painful part is that this happened 2 weeks ago and you want another one after 2 weeks. So, are you me? What the encounters you're looking for, I cannot facilitate those experiences. I'm low. So men are thinking provision. Sometimes it gets so bad for men. And when they are thinking provision, because I'm going to marry some things tonight. Some of us, we are going to honestly call our fathers today and apologize to them for judging them too much, expecting too much from them. Some of us, in all honesty, because some of us don't realize this, your father was crushed while he was raising you. Your father was going through his own crushing experience while he was trying to give you life. How old was your father when he raised you? Mine was about 30. How old am I? He raised me at his 30s. In other words, it was a growing man that raised another growing man. And because he was growing, and are you following what I'm saying? So there will be a lot of mistakes. Who understands what I'm saying here? The same thing for me. I'm in my 30s. I'm raising my son. I will not get everything correct with him in respect to parenting. Yes or yes? There will be standards he will expect. Yes or no? It's the truth. But can you cut him some slack that this man was also evolving? Science and statistics uphold that true marriage begins after 30 years. After how many years? After how many years? Do you know how long I'm married my wife? Barely 5 years. True marriage begins after how many years? 30 years. That's when all of the illusions, are you following me here? Statistics. All the excitement, the very, you now know that this is my wife, this is my husband. 30 years. But many of us will judge them. Are you following what I'm saying here? Because most of the things we needed. And can I say this? A real man can see. I'm not trying to make, I need you to listen to me carefully, because people like hearing what pastors not saying. Men can afford to leave their spouses, separate from their spouses, but it's very difficult to find a man that left his child. Many times the reason why they eventually left those children was because the only option they had to see those children was that those children will have to be seen through the women. Are you following what I'm saying here? And many times why men are living with their wives is not because the wife is necessarily, in your opinion, may not be a bad person, but men they go through a lot of pressure outside. Are you with me here? Societal demands and other demands are pressed on them, and then when they come back home, guess what happens? Madara, as they come back home, the first thing they expect should be a shoulder to lean on. At least that's a lesson from Delilah we should have learned. Are you following me here? But guess what they get? They get another criticism of, you are not doing well, I'm disappointed in you, I expected you to do this. So guess what? Outside is harsh, inside is, are you following here? So it just makes them withdrawn, it makes them adrift. So the couples are still together, they are celebrating their 15 years marriage anniversary, but the both of them are apart each other. Are you following what I'm saying here? Because the man has grown emotionally detached from his wife. She doesn't seem to understand his world. They are not communicating the same thing. Men communicate directly, women communicating directly. That's what I mean by directly, is that if a man wants something, are you with me here? He goes straight to the point. That's not how a woman is. A man can go, are you with me here? So are we communicating here? Many men did not know any better. Guess what? It's the way they were raised that they get to raise other people. Yes or no? It's just the truth. The way they were raised. And can I tell you the truth? Children don't come in manuals. Parenting does not come in manuals. There's no child that was born as he came with manual and said, I want you, Daddy, I was born today. I want you to love me like this. Be there for me. Drive me ice cream. There's no child that was born like that. Are you following what I'm saying? So you just figure out. Are you with me here? You figure out. Yeah. Sadly, many times in the course of figuring out, they don't do as much as we expect them to do. Or can you cut them some slack? Because sometimes, in all honesty, we put too much expectation. Who gets what I'm saying here? That's the best they knew how to do. Can you pause and look at your father again today, but look at him not as the man that did all the bad. Look at him as this was the best this man knew how to do. Because some of us, if we can be honest with ourselves, these men tried in other areas. Yes or yes? Beautiful. But you know what the problem is in Africa? We threw away the baby and the bathwater. So, are you with me here? So today, some of us will have to send our fathers text messages. And tell them that is your way of healing. Today's series, you will send them, I want to sincerely appreciate you. I honor you for the things that God used you to do. Blah, 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 blah. You paid for my school. You did this. Are you with me here? Things may not have gone so beautiful in the end, but are all the same. I choose to keep the sacredness of your memory in my mind. And so, just in case your father is late and the experience, are you following me here? You will still have to honor him in your heart. Because that is the way. I told you that it's only transform men that don't do what? That don't transfer. That's the way to heal. That's the way to heal. Are we together with me today? Are you with me? So many of them don't quit. They just get abused. Some of you know that the abuse that your mother gave to your father. Are you with me here? She couldn't stand it. be dad. This is your mother that is talking to your father. So your father cannot stand in this environment. Are you with me here? He keeps looking at you. He keeps looking at you. He would have gone since so, but you're sick. You're sick. Who sick? God.